Welcome, everybody, to this week's edition of Valpo Basketball Weekly, presented by our friends at Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute. Brandon Vickery with you. I'm glad to be joined by the head coach of the Valpo men's basketball program, Roger Powell Jr., as we look back at the conference opener against Drake. We will look ahead to a lighter week game-wise with finals week, and we'll eventually look ahead to the game against Central Michigan coming up on Saturday. Let's start with Thursday's game. And at the end of Thursday's game, it seemed to be one, Coach, where emotions ran high, and you were emotional in the post-game press conference. Just what led to the emotion of that matchup with Drake in that game on Thursday?
Shoot, man, I'm still emotional. I really wanted to win it. I really wanted that moment for my guys, for our fans. I think games like that, I think they appreciate the competitive nature of the game, how we competed. But I think moments like that could spark something with our fans and with our guys, and hopefully get more people back in the arc. And just we just came up short, and kind of in a way, I felt like we missed that moment. So I was very passionate about that. I'm very passionate about getting this program back in where it deserves to be. And so I think just all the work that went into it, and just knowing how much those guys competed towards the end, and some things didn't go our way, maybe some calls didn't go our way towards the end, and we weren't able to really kind of finish it. Man, it made me really emotional. But I'm really excited about where we are. Really excited about these guys, and just they're continuing to get better. We're going to have more moments like that. So we're going to try to capitalize on it next time.
Incredibly clear is that you have confidence in all your guys, whether it's guys in the starting lineup or guys that come off the bench, if the bench group's playing well. How'd you describe your style in terms of managing substitutions during a game, and maybe how has that element of being a head coach developed for you from the start of last season to now?
Well, my staff has done a good job of helping me with that. I want to try to play a lot of guys. I don't want guys playing too many minutes. 25 to 30. It's kind of that window, and if guys are hot, maybe a little bit more than 30. I want to play fast. I want to play with a lot of passion and energy. So if I can keep guys fresh, that's what we try to do. But obviously, last game, that group that came in off the bench, I mean, they basically gave us a chance. So I just rode with them, and that's something that you just kind of go with feel, and we're going to continue to have a good feel. But hopefully, we can get everybody hitting on all one cylinder, and then we can have some special performances once we get that rolling.
And was led by Tyler Schmidt and Isaiah Shaw, carrying the bulk of the scoring in that game. How nice was it to see them both shoot at such a high clip, and maybe what led to their success on Thursday?
I mean, they're unbelievable kids. Obviously, I have relationships that go beyond just this season with both of them, especially with Isaiah and his family. Knowing him since he was a little guy, and even Tyler, you coming to camp. So, for them to have some success, it means a lot to me. And Isaiah was in the starting lineup. He kind of had some struggled a little bit early, and I thought he's kind of gotten better, since he's kind of come off the bench, and knows that he's still going to be, dependent upon to play well for us. And I think he's kind of settled into that role, and I think he's going to have some more big games for us this year. Really excited about him. And then Tyler Schmidt, being like, I guess, sixth, seventh man, but he's just produced, and I'm so extremely proud of him. And he's proven that he's a Division I guy, and he could be a problem in this league. So yeah, excited for him to have an awesome experience this year, and get some of those wins.
You look at the stat sheet, I think one thing that really stands out over the course of the season is taking care of the basketball. 10 turnovers or fewer in six of the last eight games, including four straight, averaging just 9.3 turnovers per game, fewest in the MVC and 10th fewest in the country. What factors have led to those low turnover numbers this season?
Well, I mean, I think obviously some of it's style of play, but then also, we have three point guards that are on the court a lot of time. I mean, Darius is a floor general. He can really pass the ball. He does a good job taking care of it. Sometimes he has a couple careless turnovers, but he gets a pass because he gets so many assists. And then All Right is another kid that's a point guard, and Jeff. I mean, Jeff can play the point. So you got multiple ball handlers on the court helping us kind of be efficient. And then you look at Casper, who plays inside for us, but he's kind of a playmaker too, and he helps offense flow. So I think those are some factors that really help with that.
Let's look ahead. What can you tell us about the plan for this week in terms of having the guys focus on final exams, but also getting some practice time in. And then as we look ahead a little further, what can you tell us in terms of what to expect from Central Michigan on Saturday?
Yeah, we're gonna get better, and being a college student athlete, you gotta do both. You gotta do well in finals, but you gotta get better at basketball. And so we're gonna really look at this week and take it as another opportunity to really improve, clean up some things that we didn't like against Drake, and be ready to come out and compete on Saturday against Central Michigan, who's a really good team. This is it's a challenging schedule, and obviously you may look at it and be like, oh man, how many big names are they playing? Nah, man, DePaul's really good. Liberty's really good. Central Michigan is really good. Obviously we know Ohio State's really good. So, this is another challenging game for us that we have to come with it. It's going to be a hard fought battle, and we're going to get better. We're going to get better, and my goal for this team is, just to keep improving and not only playing our best basketball, now, but obviously January and February, and then March or conference tournament. Let's see what happens. So that's my focus. I got a week to get us better and keep improving, and that's going to be our focus. While at the same time, these guys have to kill it in the classroom and do well in finals.
There he is, the head coach of the Valpo men's basketball program, Roger Powell. It's a 3 o'clock tip-off on Saturday, midday against Central Michigan. For ticket information, tickets.valpoathletics.com. It was a fun atmosphere last Thursday at the Arc, and we hope to keep that rolling on Saturday afternoon with the Chippewas in town. We'll talk to you again next time on Valpo Basketball Weekly, presented by Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute.